Coffee is the fifth most widely traded commodity in the world. It is only able to grow between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn and is one of the few crops that the Western world cannot produce for itself. Despite a rich trading history that extends over half a millennia, the modern world witnessed the collapse of the International Coffee Agreement in 1989. Coffee prices plummeted to a 30-year low, leaving small coffee growers facing financial insecurity and mounting debts. Some were forced to sell their farms, and many went bankrupt. Over the last 17 years, one of the consequences of this has been that small-scale growers in the South have received less money for their coffee beans, and the share that coffee exporting nations receive from the annual retail market has slumped from 33% to a mere 15% today.
With the agreement then just dissolving, collapsing, many it meant that they just didn't know what the value of their crop was. So with that collapse, it sent 25 million coffee farmers into poverty and with no hope of ever getting a fair price. So what we wanted to do is say, well, why can't we set up a different trading system that recognises these coffee farmers and gives them a greater value than they are currently doing?
In 1991, in response to this growing crisis and with the aim of getting small growers a better price for their crops, together with greater opportunities for their communities, 4 organisations, Oxfam, Tradecraft, Equal Exchange and Twin Trading, decided to bypass the conventional market and buy coffee direct from growers. Café Direct Medium Roast Fresh Ground Coffee was subsequently launched to the UK market. It was the first coffee brand to carry the Fair Trade mark in the UK and was sold through Tradecraft and Oxfam, as well as via ethical stores and even on church stalls. Today, Café Direct is one of the world's largest 100% fair trade hot drinks companies. They are the 6th largest coffee brand in the UK and the 7th largest in tea. They buy from 35 grower organisations in 11 countries, ensuring that over 250,000 growers receive a fair price and decent income for their produce. Over the last 5 years, the amount Café Direct has paid above market prices equates to approximately £10 million. Figures from the Fair Trade Foundation, the UK certification body that licenses the Fair Trade mark, report that in the last 8 years, the retail value of fair trade coffee has risen from £13.7 billion to £65.8 billion. Where coffee started, other goods have followed, and sales of fair trade certified products reached €1.1 billion in 2005 globally. The UK alone sales topped £195 million in 2005, a 40% rise in 1 year. 2004 was a landmark year for Café Direct, as it was the year they became a public company, and a public company with a commitment to doing things differently, priding themselves on balancing the business of making money with making lives better.
What we did at Café Direct about 2 years ago to expand our brand awareness and to raise the necessary money was to do a share issue. So what we wanted to do, as well as raise the money, was to remain very true to our cause, to connect farmers who grew the commodity with consumers who drank the commodity. And through that, we've now got 4,500 shareholders. And what also we've got is producers, farmers in developing countries who we've traded with, also wanted to buy shares in Café Direct, and they've done that as well. So they have a 5% shareholding in Café Direct. I think the main challenge is making sure that we're true to what we're trying to aspire to, which is to be a leading brand, but also ensuring that we provide security, empowerment and influence to farmers in developing countries. We have the challenge of being just any small, medium-sized company, of just growing very fast. Not only have we got to get the right skills in, we've also got to have people who've got the right passion and the right reason, who can really align themselves with the Café Direct's vision and a mission of what it's trying to achieve.
The list of organisations stocking Café Direct is certainly one that they're proud of. The Arsenal Emirates Stadium, Orange, The Body Shop and KPMG.
We have 7 global values, and one of those is that we are committed to our communities. And that means our local communities and our global communities as well. So we walk the talk. About 35% of our staff regularly volunteer. We have a strong and active environmental management programme. And as you know, we're committed to fair trade as well. KPMG switched to fair trade almost 4 years ago now, and KPMG has been quite involved in the fair trade campaign, and it's one of those things that's grown over the years. So as well as having fair trade tea and coffee, we've introduced other products as they become available into the canteens. We use fair trade wines as our house wine for client entertaining. In addition, we've been an active participant in the Cities programme, so supporting Watford to become a fair trade city, supporting Liverpool to become a fair trade city, and taking an active role on the London Committee, really promoting fair trade as far and as broadly as we can.
At Cafe Direct, they believe that what they're doing, many will follow and do tomorrow. At the heart of their inspiration has been the principle of establishing and building direct relationships with growers, as well as demonstrating an alternative approach to trading, one that balances the business of making money with the business of making lives better. It's a way of working that benefits everyone.
The future of Cafe Direct is remaining true to its cause, but recognising that the world is changing constantly. We want to add more value for farmers in developing countries. We want to move from providing them with a minimum price to providing them maximum value, as well as ensuring that we allow them, or they can also own the company as we expand and as we develop. We also want to ensure that they're getting maximum value rather than minimum value.